Welcome back to Bill Plays Bass, where I play these things. This video is about setting your intonation. So what is intonation? It refers specifically to the exact string length between the nut and your bridge saddle. The bridge saddle is adjustable to go backwards and forwards to allow you to fine-tune the tuning or intonation of the string. So intonation only impacts the fretted notes. It doesn't impact the open strings. I have tuned this bass with a good tuner, tune all the open strings. So sounds fine. And even if I play something like that, sounds great, you know. That's in tune. But I know the G string's out, and an easy way to do it, I like to play an open string next to the string. We use the D, and just kind of go up the major scale. So, sounds pretty good. All right, we have our first problem. The octave is not sounding great. My fret's a little off. So that's effectively a major third there. So that should sound really sweet, like the strings sets below. Yeah, that's terrible. It's really bad at that second octave there. So yeah, this one's out of whack. And the traditional way to check your intonation, people will tell you, use the 12th fret harmonic and then compare it to the 12th fret fretted note. Now you can hear that the fretted note is sharper than the harmonic. It's higher in pitch. Now, one way to do this is to get a tuner out and then check the pitches of those notes as you make an adjustment. I am going to do this by ear because I'm lazy, and we'll see how this goes. I think if I can get this, get that note going good, and then of course we can listen to that as well. But I'm going to focus more on that 11th fret, I think. So how do you adjust the intonation, and what's the impact? So first and foremost, the tool of choice on virtually every guitar and bass is going to be a Phillips screwdriver. So the bridge saddle here has got a screw in the back of it, and basically you are just going to make an adjustment by tightening or loosening that screw. Now, what's going to happen is if you tighten the screw, it increases the string length by squishing the spring and pushing your bridge saddle back. If you loosen the screw, it is going to shorten the string, and the impact that is going to have is that will make the note sharper. As you lengthen the string, it's going to make, or tighten, it's going to make the string flatter. So it's going to lower the pitch of that fretted note. And that is what we want. One thing I'll tell you is this is not something where you're just going to go, oh, I made a tiny little turn. You're not going to hear any difference from that. If it's out bad, you are going to be spinning this screwdriver for quite some time. So I will just warn you on that. The other thing I'll tell you is it is possible, it shouldn't be, but it is possible on some guitars and basses that if you adjust your intonation while the string is under pitch, you can actually bend the bridge saddle. If you want a great example, go out and Google Ibanez SRX. Factory bridges are garbage, and it'll bend the saddles at the bottom so that you can't ever get the saddle in right, and you'll be replacing that bridge most likely. So I am going to loosen this up. So I'm just going to loosen my G string here on my G bass. And then in this case, I am going to tighten this. I can tell you I'm going to have to get this at least past the saddle of the next string up on the D string. So this is going to take a little while. All right, note, since I don't have a tuner connected, I'm just going straight into my interface here on the bass. I use harmonics to tune with, which, despite what people say, generally speaking, pretty darn accurate. All right, so let's check that note. Gets better. Wow, that's let's go up just a little more, or I am tightening just a little more to lower the note, basically, of the fretted note. So trying to flatten the string a bit. Okay, let's try that. There you go. So easy enough to do. Again, of course, I just tightened that up under tension. Of course, this is a quality bridge and not an Ibanez SRX bridge, but ideally you would loosen that string up as I did the first time. Now, I hope you've learned something. Again, you can do this much more accurately with a tuner. I feel like maybe that's still a hair sharp, but otherwise things are playing into. Now, again, remember, if the note that you fretted is higher in pitch, it's sharper, then you want to tighten the spring. Well, effectively, you're tightening the spring. You want to tighten the screw. And if the note that you fret is lower in pitch than the open harmonic, again, this is 12th fret, then you'll want to loosen up that screw to shorten the string up. Yeah, that's it. Till next time.